Hey guys, what's up? So as promised, I'm going to show you today how bad Dragon Quest Swords is. So welcome to my exclusive video for that horrible game, which I'm going to prove to you just how terrible it is. And well, this is not exactly a review. I am not going to cover every single aspect of the game. I'm just here to cover what I think ruined the entire gaming experience and destroyed the game, for me and in my opinion. So with that clarified, let's begin. Dragon Quest Swords, The Masked Queen and the Tower of Mirrors, an exclusive for the Wii. Dragon Quest Swords came out back on July 12, 2008 in Japan, but it wasn't released in North America until 7 months later on February 19, 2008. I don't know why this happened. Perhaps it was because some good people wanted to prevent this horrible abomination from reaching our lands. Alas, if that were to be true, they were only delaying the inevitable. The creators of the Dragon Quest series, JEA, Armor Project led by famous Yuji Horii, thought it was a good idea to make a spin-off in order to approach new gamers, especially young ones, to the series. However, the task of creating this terrible game was not their responsibility. Nope, this fell into the hands of two studios known as Genius Sonority, known for working on the Pokemon games for the GameCube, and Aiding, also known as Racing, a company that usually makes shoot-em-ups and fighting games. Well, guess what happened with that fusion? An on-rail first-person RPG, Dragon Quest Swords. So in other words, they wanted kids to play this game, not exactly adults. Could that be the reason why the game was made like this? To exploit the so-called successful Wii mode functions, such as aiming like an idiot to the screen and using the controller as a sword? But the problem wasn't the idea. No, the idea was actually pretty good. The marketing strategy was admirable, but the execution of this idea was simply terrible. There is one single thing that ruins the entire gaming experience, and it's the hit detection. The Wii and its terrible sensor bar were nothing but a primitive attempt of what we know today as the VR. We all know that, but dragging the name of the well-respected series, a very important, historical and cult-following franchise to produce this fucking piece of shit was no excuse. The hit detection only seems to work just fine in the tutorial. You actually don't need to be standing up in front of the screen. You can also play sitting on a couch. It doesn't matter anyway, since even moving around in this game is a damn pain in the ass as well. Ah, god damn it. Once you're on your own, specifically in the world map, out there in the fields, you will get your first lame-ass experiences with the controller. Once in a while, you'll probably be okay and the hit detection might actually work good. But most of the time, trust me, it will not. But hey, sometimes it will. Especially if some of the enemies are outside the range, yes, the range the programmers created for all the stupid-ass patterns to synchronize with the controller. As you can see, making vertical, diagonal and horizontal lines can somewhat work, but that's only because those are exactly the patterns they created within a range that encircles the center of the screen. If we add the fact that you will get tired very easily trying to hit these motherfuckers, whether you're a kid or an adult, only makes the experience much, much worse. Imagine how hard this translates to boss battles. You really need to practice for hours to at least have a chance of performing well against them, because even if you're doing well, the fact that you have to swing your arm over and over again trying to hit them for almost an hour and then cover from their attacks is pretty much insane. Seriously. Like I said, it doesn't really matter if you're sitting on your sweaty ass or standing in the middle of the room fighting your way through all these monsters in random encounters. The fact is that within half hour or less, you will not only be tired but frustrated for acting like a fucking retard in front of the screen. And the one thing that will piss the shit out of you is exactly what I said at the beginning. The atrocious, unbelievable, exhausting and horribly programmed hit detection. That will boil your damn nerves to hell, enough to make you want to destroy the damn game.
No!
I have nothing against the characters, the story, the art of Akira Toriyama, or pretty much anything else in this game. My only problem remains with the tiresome and repetitive gameplay and its wretched interaction with the Wii controller and its sensor bar. It's so bad that it is literally one of the worst JRPGs I have ever played in my life. You might think that I am exaggerating, and maybe I do owe you more in-detail explanations on the game to convince you of how bad it is, but I am not exactly a good reviewer, and all I wanted was to show you the one thing that ruined the game for me, and I think I've proven my point. Dragon Quest Tours is an embarrassment to the series. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget that this is always my opinion. Sometimes I exaggerate a bit, but really I think this is one of those games that might not look as bad as in a video. I think you actually need to play this game in order to understand how really bad it is, because it doesn't really look that bad. Before I played this game for the first time in my life many years ago, I was just surprised about how strong the criticism was towards it, because I saw videos and I thought it was a good idea, but I was aware that most games that use the Wiimote or the interaction with the sensor bar are not actually good. Not bad, but just not good. They're annoying. But I just thought, this is Dragon Quest. I mean, it has to be good. It can't be that bad. But when I first played it, man, I was just so pissed off. I couldn't believe how bad it was. And then, a few years later, I played it again, and it was the same situation. I played it again in order to see if something had changed, if maybe the first time I was already pissed off or something like that. But it wasn't that. I was in a very good mood that day, a few days ago actually, when me and my friend recorded this video, and it's just incredible how terrible the experience is. I mean, I'm not saying this applies to everybody. There are some people obviously out there who will probably like this game or even love it, but to me it was just a very atrocious experience. I don't want to play this game ever again, and I just want to forget about it. Sorry if that offends you. In any case, this is my opinion, remember that, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. Don't forget also that I always upload videos every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. So stay tuned for more, and see you next time.